My name is Nancy Jean Young, and I was, we'll just I'll just say I was um, a teacher, and I taught, oh, pretty many years. I taught first grade a lot of years and several other grades, kind of all in the same area. And I found out how much I loved teaching because I didn't know it would be that really fun and just get you excited. And when you taught your kids well and they did well, you just got excited about it. It is because when I was in about the oh seven or eighth grade, and I was over in the area of Hillsborough Road, but more towards going south. And me and about oh a good sized number, probably at least 50 kids around my age that were in that there was a lot there before. If you passed a lot, you would be passing um, Bellmead Boulevard, I think, and going south. And so we were just playing one of our usual games. We would kind of choose up sides, and um, everybody usually got along well, except for occasional times.
Yeah.
This one particular time, it just it was like everybody was just not in a good mood. Just wasn't going to be a great day, and so the other side, they were just I thought they were being really tacky, but they probably thought we were being tacky too. And so, but they started saying, "No, we don't want to play with you all you anymore. You haven't been acting good, and so we're not going to play with you anymore." And so I looked up at them, and I just gave a little wave to the other girls on my side, and I just said, "Well, I have something to say to you all, and it is a soft answer is wonderful, but, but the wrathful words are, um, I've almost,
Is it wrathful words crush the spirit? I think is how it ends.
it's very much like that.
Yeah.
So I said that to them, and they tried to argue a little bit, and then we ended up finally getting all chummy again before we even left. I think I've been there um, 50 years.
50. I think I've heard you were there right when it began.
Well, I was.
So that makes it.
Is that what you? Yeah.
That makes it, I think, 64, 63 or 64 years as a member. And how long were you the director of music?
Oh, 50 years.
I've heard 53 and 55. So
Yeah. One time I was each of those. Yeah. And I was kind of surprised at that, but we didn't have a large church at that time. And so because I had, gotten a little period of time to like do some good things for them if I could, and so that's why they put me. I think I was an elder one time and the
Deacon?
yeah, and a deacon. I know I was a deacon. Yeah, probably just those two. Okay. Well, I had an unusual growing up time because my mother died when I was 7. I was in the 2nd grade, and my dad had been moved to Nashville. Um, he had been superintendent of schools in West Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
and that is really where he married my mother. She was a musician of the area. Yeah, she played she played for a lot of churches and a lot of programs
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I did not get to know her
Right.
just like this because
Right.
it was I was
So young.
I was young and she was young for what she was doing.
Did you think?
I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, we actually I can remember going to several churches
Mm-hmm.
in that area because there were a lot of little towns and we were close to Camden and um, what other little towns were around there. It seemed like that everyone that I thought was a relative, and I still knew some of them that were actually cousins. I can remember that I was quite young. I wouldn't say I was a baby, but a very young child. Oh gosh, I couldn't tell you the name of all of them.
She mentioned to me the Soul Feast by Marjorie Thompson.
Yeah,
That she's read that to you, and you both have really
yeah.
enjoyed it.
She normally will read a book of some sort or part of one to me, and then when she gets through with it, we both sing. Um,
Hymns or
no, we go right into Sharon. God is in His heaven. God is in the earth. God is in His children. Creatures of new birth. Holy, holy, everlasting God. Amen.
thing.
Well, we knew he was going to pass. We just didn't know what time it was going to be because he had had a real hard time with some of his health issues,
Sure.
and and they'd sent him home,
Mm-hmm.
and he was on a roller type bed, and bless his heart, he of course Sharon and I were right there, and I would most of the time be on one side of him and she'd be on the other. And my other son was not able to be there as he was out of town.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, when Carol started getting worse, we did have he'd been in the hospital for a while,
Mhm.
and they had, said he needed to come home and try to do some more, just getting better at home. But we came home with him on one of their hospital beds, and it was just parked right here close in this room, and I slept right here, right where I am. But the funny thing, when he was ready to, they were going to discharge him from the hospital, and they told me that that needed to happen, that he wasn't going to last very much longer at all. And so Sharon and I were here with him, and David was my older son, and I don't believe that Steve was able to be here that night. Were you, Steve? I don't know where he was, but I don't think it was in town.
No.
And so we were just going to be right here next to him until, and anytime we had a little change, we'd call we'd call and ask, what do we do? What do we do now? What do we do now? And he was doing the thing of talking to someone.
Oh, okay.
He would
You
be,
could see things you couldn't see.
yeah, and he'd be moving his hands different ways, and he would, his eyes weren't closed most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
They were open, and the one thing I guess I will never ever forget was when he opened he was on his, bed there, and he would open his eyes, and this time he looked right at me
Oh.
in my eyes, and his eyes went fat as they call it.
They roll back
They rolled back, and they were back. That wasn't going to change. I kind of could feel that, but we had kept the number real close and called, and so one of their nurses, what they do, they send you somebody.
Yeah.
Thank heavens,
Yes.
that was a help. But
And then the next night you were sleeping, and what happened?
well, he had just gotten through the night before, and I think he himself wanted to go upstairs and sleep in our room, and so wanting to please him and make him feel comfortable, we did that, and so got him in our bed upstairs, and then I had already closed up with everybody else that was here, and I got in bed with him, and I was just over close to him, and he looked for my arm, and he got his hand on my arm and just started rubbing my arm.
Oh.
Yeah, that was his kind of thing.
So he was just loving you right up until the end.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, okay. Well, we Sharon and I do this a lot together. Um, she picks stories, kind of short stories that are teaching type and will help you with your prayers like that. And so when we have both waked up in the morning, and as soon as she is ready I wait for her to be ready to start us, and she's always ready. So she'll just, I think she hums the little first part of it, and then we just go into um, a duet song,
Oh, yeah.
and we love doing that.
Hmm.
Sharon, how does that one start?
Oh, yeah, you just sang that for us. It's just
Oh,
beautiful.
that one. Okay.
Beautiful.
I hope that the church continues to be such a live church that does a lot of things, and that the membership in different ways, kind of goes around where everybody gets some of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Everybody gets to have that family feeling and the love
yeah,
that you've experienced there. Yeah.
well, on my bucket list is that I hope I make it to age 90. Well, I know you've been praying for me in a lot of different times, so I always appreciate that. And I guess just we're going to keep tight with y'all.
Mm.
And, you know, when we need to call you, and even if it's just, can you come out and talk a little while with us? Or whatever,
Absolutely.
whatever. We will try to do that.
Okay. Nancy, thank you so much. I know I speak for all of Southminster when we say you are a pillar of our church, you and Sharon, your whole family, and you are a blessing. And whenever people speak of you, they smile. So you have that gift that you are still giving all the time.
Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome. Thank you.